Hey, what's up? This is Elo Speaks back again with another video. So this topic video, I want to talk about Conor McGregor and what's next for him in terms of potential future fights, career paths, and other things that he might think about doing or possibly retiring. In terms of that, I wanted to go over things like his possible next opponent or going into another business venture such as the WWE or just straight off retiring from the sports of MMA. As regards to that, in terms of his career so far, it hasn't looked too good after him getting his ass beat from Khabib Nurmagomedov in UFC 229. So far after that, he's only did 2 fights. The one he won with Cowboy Donald Cerrone, which was in UFC 246, which was January 2020. After that, the COVID hit and a lot of things got derailed at that point, so I can understand of him not being too potentially active during that particular year because of all the chaos and craziness that was going on. So I can understand that. Now in terms of 2021, he didn't start off the year too good after getting his recent loss from Dustin Poirier. In terms of that fight, I'm not surprised that he lost that fight. I didn't predict that he was going to win either or lose, but I'm not surprised that he lost. In terms of Dustin Poirier is a good fighter. He's a top contender for the title, and he's been frequently active more than Conor McGregor. So you could see why he was able to defeat Conor McGregor. In terms of that fight overall, I don't want to get too long and deep into that breakdown of that fight, but I looked at Conor McGregor and I see that he looks a little more flat-footed, slow in his hits, and he doesn't move as quick and as precise as he did when he was in featherweight or the other lighter divisions when he was 145 or 155. In terms of that, he needs to work on that. I think he's focused too much on his boxing stance, and he needed to move and more elusive and quick with grace like he did in his earlier fights. But again, he's getting older. He's probably packing on more weight, so he's probably focused on different fight styles that might suit him. But I think he's focused too heavy on the boxing stance, and he needs to work on that because he makes his leg an easy target for to get hit or for people who's able to grapple and wrestle him to the ground and potentially submit him. Those are my quick thoughts on the fight. As regards to that, again, he needs to bounce back from this fight quick, and he needs to not take any layoffs. If he continues to take any layoffs, then it's going to be detrimental for him potentially to win the title back or beat Dustin Poirier again because of his frequency of trying to not fight as often as he would like. Because fighting once a year, that's not going to get it done, especially if you're going to be like contending for a championship. You can't do that at all. So once he gets through all that, maybe potentially he could fight. In terms of the next fight opponent, I did hear rumors that he want a rematch with Dustin Poirier. I don't particularly think that's a good idea. I think he should fight another opponent or get another tune-up fight so that way he could continue to be frequently active. Since he did fight in the beginning of the year of 2021, he should fight within the next couple of months or halfway through the year so that way he can remain active. Possibly fight Justin Gaethje or Tony Ferguson. Those are just names. Or fight a lower tier opponent just to continue to get the rust off him, because again, he did look slow and look flat-footed against Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier did a masterful job attacking his leg and slowing him down so that he can't put a lot of base in his legs, so that way he loses power in his punching. So again, that was a good job from Dustin Poirier. Him getting his ass beat in the second round, once he lost all power in his leg, he couldn't really plant his foot to really throw his shots at Dustin Poirier to land like the big right left hook to knock him out. So that was a nice tactical job from Dustin Poirier. So far, the next stage of Conor McGregor's career, not looking too good. So for him, is either continue to fight the top 5 fighters in the division frequently so that way he could possibly contend for a title and maybe win the title and then actually defend the belt. Or if he doesn't have it anymore and he continues to lose, he probably might have to consider retiring, and just because I already know he has a lot of business ventures like Proper Whiskey, other endorsements like Burger King and so forth. So just worry about that. He already has $100 million from the Floyd Mayweather fight, so he's good financially. Or he could go into something else like WWE, possibly think about wrestling. I don't see that as a possibility for him. It would be entertaining, I'm not gonna lie, but I just don't see that for him, especially the way he goes about it. I understand that Conor McGregor is a showman. He does entertain the people with his brashfulness and loudmouth trash talking. He'll be excellent on the mic, but again, I just don't see it with him because I don't think he has a wrestling background to do WWE. Now, he could learn. I'm not gonna lie, he could possibly learn to get proper training from the WWE, but I don't see it at the time. Possibly, I could be wrong. Maybe not, but those are my thoughts and opinions on what's next for Conor McGregor and what's next for him in the foreseeable future. Let me know yours down in the comment section down below. This is Ito Speaks out.